Hi, I'm Rick Jacobs, Chair and founder of the Courage Campaign. Thanks for joining us on this major project, Testimony, Equality on Trial.
I'm Bruce Cohen, and I was fortunate enough to have gotten to be in the courtroom on the first day of the Prop 8 federal trial, and hearing how incredibly moving and important the testimony was of our four plaintiffs, it made me even sadder that the Supreme Court of the United States had ruled just the weekend before that the case would not be allowed to be televised.
My name is Arisha Michelle Hatch, and I'm the National Field Director for Testimony, Equality on Trial. My sense of equality and my sense of justice comes from a history of discrimination that my parents, my grandparents have all faced in this country. And so I identify with justice and equality on that level.
Equality is nonpartisan. That's why testimony, equality on trial, is so crucial. It is essential to see what happened in that courtroom in January so that we can all testify to the need for equality.
So, along with the Courage Campaign and the Testimony Project, we came up with this idea to have some of the scenes reenacted.
So it was difficult when I grew up through school and peer pressure and the things you hear and the things you see and the things you read about with regards to the gay and lesbian community and what coming out means and that process that people go through. And it changes you.
As if it was some deep, dark secret that it was a bad thing in my life. Because many times in those instances in high school and college, being gay is associated with something that is undesirable. I say be a parent. Talk to your children about it. But don't point your finger at me and put me in that category because I'm so far from that category.
I say, oh, she's my partner. I can't count the number of times people say, oh, partner in what business?
To be out in the park, whether it was in West Hollywood in Los Angeles or on the West River Park in New York. I mean, you couldn't write it better for a script if you were an Oscar-winning screenwriter like Dustin Lance Black, one of the other folks involved with the project. Our plaintiffs' words were so beautiful.
Wow, it's beautiful words.
Oh my God,
So to hear Marissa Tomei deliver Chris Perry's, to hear Alan Cumming doing Jeff Zarillo's and Michael Urie doing Paul Katami. And then I got to say, which they kind of knew, but it wasn't a script. You know, this was their words. This was what they said in court, word for word. And you've just recreated their words.
I'm a 45-year-old woman. I have been in love with a woman for 10 years, and I don't have a word to tell anybody about that. I don't have a word.
Would the word do it?
Well, why would everybody be getting married if it didn't do anything? I think it must do something. It appears to be really important to people, and I would really like to use the word too, because it symbolizes maybe the most important decision you make as an adult. Who you choose. No one does it for you. You weren't born with that as your cousin and your uncle, your aunt. You choose them over everybody else, and you want to feel that it's going to stick, and that you will have the protection and the support and the inclusion that comes from letting other people know that you feel that way.
And now that you've seen some of those pieces by people who actually do act for a living, we admit, we're really hoping you'll be inspired to go out into your communities, onto your campuses, and create your own reenactments.
Court is now in session. Now, do you believe that homosexuals are 12 times more likely to molest children?
Yeah, based on the different literature that I've read.
And what literature have you read, sir, that says that?
Well, I've read what's posted here.
And what is it? Tell me what you've read.
I don't remember now.
Who authored it?
Some from apparently academic papers.
What academic papers, sir?
I don't remember.
Do you remember any of them?
No.
Was it in a journal? Was it in a book that you read?
Could be from news, some could be from journals.
It could be. But I'm not asking you what it could be. You told me that you read something that said homosexuals are 12 times more likely to molest children. You told me that, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm asking you to tell me what you read. Was it a book?
I don't remember.
Was it an article?
I don't remember.
The plaintiffs in this case are two same-sex couples who simply want to marry.
They would live with a higher sense of themselves that would improve the equality of their entire life.
It's really simple to be involved. You don't have to have won an Academy Award. You don't have to be a member of the major media. All you need is a camera, the script, and a few of your friends to go out into your local community and film a reenactment.
And I hope you'll join with us to tell the story of testimony to everybody you know in America. Thanks a lot.